Have you ever sat down somewhere and thought to yourself, I have literally no idea what I'm doing with my life? If you have, I'm here to tell you that that is perfectly normal. If you have, you're a rational human being. If you haven't, there are two possibilities. The first is that you are a liar, because I don't know anyone who hasn't thought that. The second is that you are a cat, in which case, why are you watching me on YouTube? There are so many other things that you could be doing with yourself right now, like terrorizing your humans, or knocking down the blinds I just put up on my window, or eating plants that you're not supposed to that I will have to clean up later on my new carpet. Go away. If, however, you're a normal human being, you've had moments like this. I am a failure at life. I'm never going to accomplish anything. I'm going to be stuck in school for the rest of my life, and then all of a sudden I'm going to have bills to pay, and I don't know how to do that. Or like this. Maybe I'll become a hermit. I mean, being a hermit's still a thing, right? I can be a hermit, and I won't have to pay my bills, and eventually my student loans will be forgotten. I should find a cave. I wonder if there's a resource online for looking up how to be a hermit. Or like this. I'm a failure. I wonder if I faked my death, maybe then I could figure everything out. Is there a law against that? I could fake my death. I could do that. I think I'll do that. I should research that on the internet. On a secure browser. They wouldn't be able to find me then. And if you have, I'm here to tell you that that is completely normal. Completely normal. If you're worried about these instances of sheer panic about being an adult, or school, or work, or just life in general, I have a few tips to help you figure out what it is that you can do. Okay, so, since faking your own death isn't an option, here are 5 things that I've found have helped me out when I have what I call quarter-life crises. The first one is cliche, but easy. Take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath. I'm serious. Take a deep breath, hold it for a few seconds, and then let it out. Do this a couple times. I know it's cliche, and I know it doesn't always work, but sometimes all you need to do is breathe. Breathe for a few seconds, calm yourself down, and then maybe move on to one of the next steps. For me, step 2, call your mom, or your dad, or your aunt, or any other friend that can help you. Because here's the thing, you have relationships with people for a certain purpose. Clearly, they're not just here to stand around and watch you flail about because you have no idea what's going on. Call them. They want to hear from you. Sure, it might be a little embarrassing, but in the long run, it helps to have someone else to talk to. Even if it's just them listening to you on the other end of the phone. I know for me, that helps a lot. And my mom's pretty intelligent, so she's normally right, even though I'll never tell her that. And if you're watching this right now, I never said that. The third thing that I find really helpful when you're stuck in a rut about something is make a list. It really does help. Now, lists don't help everyone. So if you're not a list person, think about something else that you can do to organize your thoughts. It could be a map of sticky notes on the wall, or you can make a flowchart. I know people who do that. I make lists. So what I'll do is I'll divide it up into 2 sections. Things that are bothering me that I don't know how to fix, and things that are bothering me that I do know how to fix. So, for example, I don't know what I want to do with my master's. I don't know what I want to write my thesis on. So I made a list of things that I was really interested in, and things that I had been interested in, but not so much anymore. And then I split that list into things that I really wanted to research. And then I realized I have a whole faculty at my disposal to talk to. So I made a list of professors that go with everything that I'm interested in. And then I asked for help. I went and talked to my professor. And I'm meeting with her on Tuesday. So that's one problem solved. But there could be something on your list like not being able to find a job. That's way harder to figure out what you want to do than me going to talk to a professor. It's not as easy as that. So that's going to take some time. But persevere. Put in applications, look online, even if it's something as simple as walking around the neighborhood that you live in and looking for help wanted signs. That's a way of relieving your stress because you know what? You're trying to do something to help yourself. And for me, that works miracles. So if you're doing those, still not really helping, number 4 is what's going to help you. Take a break. I'm serious. Just take a simple break. Go for a walk. Play video games for a while. Figure out a meal that you want to make for your friends. As a matter of fact, go hang out with your friends. Go eat dinner. Go see a play. Go hang out with your family. Just take a break from your problems for a little while. Don't completely forget about them, because that totally defeats the purpose. But take a break. Take a step back and say, there are other things that I could be doing right now that wouldn't stress me out as much as these are. And it'll help you for a little while, maybe give you a clear place to start thinking, and then you can come back to your problems and have a different viewpoint on what you need to do. The 5th and final thing that works for me in trying to overcome these huge problems that I have, as cliche as it is, think. Just think. Imagine what it is that you want to be doing in a month, or 3 months, or 6 months, or a year, or 5 years, or 10 years, or whatever motivation you have. Me? Next year, I want to be writing my thesis. That's my focus right now. I'm thinking about everything I need to do to get my thesis started. And I have a list. I have a list of things that I need to do to get to the first goal. The second goal for me is finding a job, which isn't as easy, but I know that I'll find one eventually. Something will happen, and I've thought about that. The next thing, figuring out what I want to do in general. That's a big hurdle. That's not going to come to you overnight. It's not going to come to you when you take a day's break from whatever it is that's troubling you. But it'll happen. All it takes is time and thought and relaxation and lists or post-it notes or whatever it is that you do to help yourself. So even if you have experiences where you think you want to become a hermit or fake your death, which I don't recommend, or just sit in abject misery because you think that you don't know what you want to do with yourself, you'll figure it out. Everyone has these moments. You're a human being. It happens. I hope this video was helpful to all of you guys. Post in the comments below things that you do to help yourself figure out what it is that's bugging you and how you fix them. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in my next video. Have an awesome day.